I'm gonna be honest with you, today is not a good day. I started with all the optimism in the world, and it's just been a soul crushing, well, not soul crushing, that's dramatic. Really frustrating day. Um, and there's significant changes. So I'll just go with them from the start. This is day 6, I'm saying it is, which is I did my surgery last Thursday. This is the Wednesday, so really it's like day 7, but obviously with the surgery, I've just gone day 0 being the surgery day 1. So this is day 6, if you like. So that's where we're at. Woke up fine, got dressed to impress, or dressed fresh and ready for physio, which was at 8:30. I'd arranged the kids to go down with someone else, and I'd booked an Uber type of thing to go down for physio. My physio, I checked my phone just before I go set off. The physio cancelled. That's fine. Life happens. The physio's a human being as well. You've got to understand that. That's absolutely fine. It's all booked in now, even though it's frustrating because I got dressed and ready. I could have checked my phone earlier. I don't know the circumstance about that, but I was just gutted. That pushed me over the edge. Or not pushed me, it just made me feel a little bit down. And maybe it's a bit more dramatic being down in this situation where I already feel frustrated. And then there's other things happening. So that got cancelled. I took the kids to school myself, which I've managed to do twice now. The school fantastic about dropping off. On my way back, I felt exhausted. It's 3/4 of a kilometre to the school, and then 3/4 back. And on the way back, I was knackered. I was absolutely knackered. Nearly sat down for a rest. Maybe I shouldn't be walking that distance, but it's just a position we're in where we don't have massive amounts of support to take them. And the school is like right in the middle of being able to walk and being not able to walk. But yeah, I should have took that a bit slower, but thanks to the school, it was great. Right, on to the big stuff. So then I was exhausted, got back and I was sweaty. I felt weak, I felt sick, I felt tired. Sat down and I didn't really recover. I had a bit to eat, a bit to drink, because hydration's key. Like I'm trying to work myself through that, which is 2.4 litres a day, 2.7 litres. Try and do one of them in a bit. Normally do one of them in a day. Fantastic, because sometimes you forget your hydration levels. And I've been using this in my personal life for years. I've had a couple of them because you lose them occasionally, having kids and that. But it is brilliant for this situation, which is you want your body to be hydrated, you want your body to be able to recover. And I did feel like I was making mega movements towards progression. I did, and that sounds a bit defeatist in its own right, but I still do. But one of the key triggers of this may actually be that I finished my, what is it? I've got them down here. I don't want to show them though. Codeine phosphate tablets. I think I finished those 24 hours ago. So they're exiting my system, which is the big drug to come off. Apparently you can get addicted to those. It is challenging and a lot of people want to get them off quicker. The guy that I watched before come off them too quick and it messed him up. And I started to think the same, I'm coming off, but I'm not in massive pain. I am in discomfort. I did find it hard getting out of bed, but I felt like when I've gone too far into the story now. So anyway, sat there, went upstairs, boxed off my work, did the admin, the emails, the stock, the little checks, the little bits that don't require much brain activity to sort of do, which is what the position I've put myself in. So there's no hard manual labour, not lumping boxing gloves around and leg guards and skipping ropes and stuff. That's all being done and fulfilled by Amazon mainly, and I'm just doing the admin side of things. So that's that. So I did that in bed. My wife set me up, bless her. She was the one that ordered me to bed, that had my back. And then I went up, went to sleep. I went straight to sleep because I missed a part off. See, this is what I'm talking about, cloudy head thing. Last night was the worst night's sleep I've had the entire time. Must have slept about 3 or 4 hours. Probably because I'm coming off them drugs again. But it was horrendous. I couldn't sleep. My mind was racing. I was thinking about things I don't need to be thinking about, like politics, which are all just a bunch of bloody liars. And I don't need to think about that. And I don't know why my mind was in a negative frame of mindset, thinking about things like that while I'm in bed. And I could not get to sleep. I was on my right. And then I really wanted my body to go to left, but I obviously can't. I'll lay up flat on my back and try and get myself up. Then I went to the toilet to just sit down and rest for a bit, try and get my mind off stupid stuff and onto maybe more fun stuff to relax, to go to sleep. Found it just mega frustrating. Got back in bed, tossing and turning. Before you know it, the sun's coming up. And obviously that's made me tired with my walk and everything on reflection. So then I went back to bed after I'd done the walk, come back, had a little bit to eat. Wife put me back to bed, went into a massive deep sleep, woke up feeling like shit. And sorry to swear, but I don't think it's just a dramatic word in it, or an overemphasis or something like that, a shock word. And that's exactly what it was. It was a shock waking up for me like that. I was bright white. I rang my wife to come up. I was a little bit shaky. I was a little bit off. I was a little bit like, ooh. And I realised I hadn't eaten much, and I just wanted to get down, get hydrated, get water in me, have something to eat. To which I come down, managed to get down, put my sling on, sat down. I'm glad that this wasn't tied in with the physio day, because if I would have felt like that with a physio day, maybe I would have thought it with the physio when it's not. Then I just ate everything. I just sat down. I had some Skittles. I had some grapes. I had some noodles, some bad food noodles, some tuna, some chocolate, some dark chocolate. Just ate loads, and that's what I'm doing in this, eating loads. But I'm not going to limit myself, because my body's going to say, well, I'll deal with that afterwards. Do you know, like going to the gym? I'll deal with that. I want my body to have what it craves at the minute. So yeah, that, and just sat there mindlessly, like just frustrated at how I feel. Like you can see, I see there, just release my hand. I left it starting. I'm starting to tense up, and it's probably down to them. But my main concern here, I've got two concerns really. First is I've run out of that codeine. Fine, we're coming off that. I'm not in pain. I just need to come off it. I don't want to go back on it, but I would if I was told to. The other thing is this naproxen. I've only got 1.5 days left of it, so that will end Thursday night, tomorrow night. I'll have my last dose of that. So I've been trying to ring Ward 1 to get through, to get a bit of information of, like, telling them where I'm at, how it is. My physio's cancelled. Shall I take this dressing off when it's day 10, or what should I do with that? And I haven't been able to get an answer, unfortunately. I know they're busy saving lives and making lives better, but I just could have done with speaking to someone. I've rang them a few times, but that isn't, honestly, what they're doing is more important than where I am. I can wait, stay parked. If I really need to contact them, which I do, and I want to, I will ring them persistently. So please don't say that as like I'm badgering on about that, because it is what it is, isn't it? I'm in recovery, do you know what I mean? And I just want to know whether I can top my pills up. But then again, I can, yeah. You can see, and I'm trying to do these recordings as raw as possible, not dramatic or not misleading. You can see there I've just lost energy, a trail of thought, cloudiness. That's how I feel. I actually look all right on camera, for me. It's deceiving because I look pale as hell before. I haven't done my physio today at all. Maybe I should just try it now as a casual chat. It always seems to help, so I will. Let's do that. Unclip this. Yeah, so sorry to be a bit whingy, but I don't want to go through this hop, skipping, jumping, making it look like everything's dead easy when it's not, because it's not dead easy. And I've just shared the raw Johnny-fied sort of insight into my experience with my goddamn shoulder. Just wish I didn't get in that swimming pool and do like rough stuff when I was younger. 13 years ago. There's a lot that I've avoided with injuries. I just happened to get this one. Oh God. Could have just took off the strap and would have slotted straight out. Right, so what I'm going to do is what am I going to do? Pop you down there a little bit. Yeah, you can just see my pyjama bottoms, very elegant. Right, so the bicep curls, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, full stretch, yeah, full stretch, and up. Do them for a minute when I'm talking to you. One of the things that I'm finding a little bit awkward is the fact my head's cut off, not much. The fact my armpit, I'm really struggling, and that's one thing I wanted to ask the physio. Am I all right putting my arm right out and getting loads of air to this armpit? Because it feels a bit not nice. I've been in the bath, I've had it sponged down, I've washed it down, I've dried it down, done what I can, but it just doesn't feel nice because it's constantly neck closed armpit, which is frustrating. Wife wants to put talcum powder on it. I'm not sure, so I'm waiting for a pro to tell me first. But all in all, that arm feels great. Doesn't have that expanding of the snappy little bits in your arm before. It's just like a spike there for your delt. I can feel like literally where they've gone in, and that's where the pain was originally. I'm in less pain than before the surgery, so I'm still grateful for that. But just not a full shilling, or never have been. Yeah, I've just set up the channel actually. I've just tried to do a little logo that's relevant to my other proper YouTube channel. Well, not proper, but my little YouTube channel where I share holiday videos and stuff, and my house extension, which I'm in now, which might be interesting to you guys. Please subscribe to this channel because I do want to share this and sort of get a shoulder crew together, by shoulder crew 1, 2, and sort of share where I'm at. This is just my experience. Everyone's shoulder is different. This is just my recovery. Some of these things you might be like, yeah, I had that. Some of these things you might be like, mate, what are you going on about? You know what I mean? Or someone might be like, fucking hurt. And definitely who's going to have a scar comparison, because that doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. And it's sort of missed all of my tattoos and gone sort of in a hole. Dr. W did say before he started it that that's where it'd be going, whether that was a negotiation or he respected the art or whatever, I don't know, but I'm just grateful it's going in that hole and not right through the lion's head. But that isn't a priority. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, now I've got you drunk. There we go. Right, putting this, I don't like this one. I don't. But we've got to do it, and this is the one where I think that you really progress later on. The bicep curls are just activation, I think. Don't know, but I think it's just like activating, getting movement, getting a few things going, blood pumping and things releasing there, whereas this feels like a full-on mobility sort of woo thing. All right, let's go. So again, with the big towel just going out, I like the first one to be nice, little just warm up, like, you know what I mean? Second one a little bit warmer up. And then the third, fourth and fifth, I generally push a little bit further, but not to discomfort or not to pain, definitely not to pain. So there we go, I feel like that. But here, I'll just stop that. You see how that's crinkling up there? I don't know whether that's misleading me, whether I can go further. And that's one of the reasons why I want it off, but I don't want it off until it's healed. So that's the question I need to ask Ward 1 or anybody that'll help. Do you know what? Hopefully I can upload these videos because they don't need editing. Quite quickly and get them online, so then I'm actually going through this journey that other people might be able to comment and sort of say, yeah, that's right or that's wrong, or have an opinion on things. Everyone's got an opinion. You don't have to listen to everyone. You can sieve out what you want, but everyone's got an opinion. Nobody's always right, apart from my wife. What is it? When I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and when she's wrong, I'm wrong. Type of thing. I can't remember. I had a funny joke, dad joke gone. You can see I'm stretching out quite a bit there. Oh, that feels good, just on the arm there, just getting a bit of fresh air to the armpit. It's horrible to say, but these are just the things. In fact, one of the most frustrating things I'm going to share with you is doing my teeth in the morning, brushing my teeth, because you've got one hand in that thing when you just woke up, walked into the bathroom, and at the minute I'm having to put my toothbrush on the side and put the toothpaste on, because I can't crush enough with this hand where I can get the toothpaste out, and I can't hold it with this hand. Everything's just back to front, and I really don't like it. So I would like my arm back just so I can do my teeth in peace in the morning in the way that I like to do them. But maybe I'll do a little video of 10 most frustrating things, because that's one of them. Sleep's another. Lack of mobility, lack of ability, missing out on things like missing my son's rugby games at weekend. He come back and said he was up. Sad really. He come back and said he was upset and didn't miss me being there, which was sad. Makes me a bit sad actually that. It did in the time, but he said he really missed me. He wants me to come to the next one. So the next one's Sunday, we're on Wednesday, I'm gonna go. I know I've been to this Blackbrook before, it's a good club, well run club, but it's got lots of space. So I'm going to take my own chair, put my own chair out of the way of everyone with kids with balls and everything. Just watch from a distance with my eyes because I can still see, and just be there for my son. I think it's more the car journey sometimes he likes on the way home, and we do like the 3 rules of rugby with pushy parents. So I realised I was becoming one, not overly pushy, but I was taking it a bit too serious. And so we had 3 rules of rugby, and rugby league is amazing. The rugby league family is so much better than the football family that I used to be in. I'm 2 years into being a rugby fan, and for my son, I say, what's rule number 1 of rugby? Have fun. What's rule number 2? Try your hardest. What's rule number 3? Listen to the coaches. They're the 3 golden rules all the time. I ask him in the car if he's had fun is the main thing. Obviously, not every session is going to be fun, but I like him at this stage, very young, to just have fun. You know what I mean? You're only young once and enjoy Disney and stuff like that. So, and rugby, which, like I say, I followed him into rugby. I didn't push him into rugby. Now the other one, the villain, Dylan the villain, he's going to be a monstrous player. But that's another thing, yeah. So, in a nutshell, you miss out on things like that. You can see I've gone on a bit of a chat there about how I feel like I'm missing my kids and the journey, and that's the frustrating part. I'm sat in bed or sleeping in bed while they're trying the hardest at rugby, something that I've been doing ever present for 2 years, watching every single game, training session, everything, and you miss out because the risk against the reward just isn't worth it. All it takes is one ball to come flying over my way, bang me in the back, bang me in the side, make me jump, someone bang into me, kids run into me, and I don't want to be there like a mood hoover, sucking everything out, making it too serious. So, but with Blackbrook and the game, because he plays for the East, and we are massively Leopards fans. Put my leopard print on. I'll put my leopard print on soon for you guys. I'm also looking forward to going to some of those games, but again, apprehensive because of the shoulder. Everyone jumping around. I'm 6'5", 18.5 stone. Don't really fit in the seats, so I'm going to try and get myself a seat to the side towards the away fans. Oh, but yeah, you can see what's happening. But honestly, doing this vlog is really keeping me quite calm. It's like having a friend in the house that doesn't speak or argue with me, unlike my helper, who is my wife. She will not see this vlog. I'm just going to leave it there as well. It's the things that say air my armpit out a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to get back onto Ward 1, try and ring them. Pain, mobility is good, pain's not bad, just this cloudy sort of feeling of frustration, shakiness, dizziness, lack of thoughts, getting them forward. I think this is the best I've done all day in this conversation, which, let's face it, hasn't been a full-on coherent conversation, but is a real reflection of where you can be. And if you are watching this, this is the best end of where I've been. If you would have seen me when I woke up, which I'm not going to record because I just don't think it's right, or it's just I'm recovering myself. If you would have seen me get out of bed like 2.5 hours ago, before eating and before drinking and before getting myself sorted, it would be different. It would be very different. Do you know what I mean? So don't go getting it in your head now that you want to be like where I am, which is appearingly really awesome, but this is the golden side of day 6. But I started off, it's been a bad day, but this has made me feel better. So thank you, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Fingers crossed.